The president of the United States had kind of a problem with a cell phone over the weekend. Do you remember? Let me go back in time. First of all, do you remember when the press said that George Bush Sr. had never seen a supermarket scanner before? Absolutely untrue. The press actually, in fact, the New York Times, not the press, the New York Times came out and said, this is wrong. That's not what happened at the supermarket. Andrea Mitchell from MSNBC, they came out and they did a story about how Mitt Romney had never seen this scanner at a Wawa before.
And maybe this was Mitt Romney's supermarket scanner moment, but I get the feeling, take a look at this, that Mitt Romney has not been in too many Wawas along the roadside in Pennsylvania.
But Mrs. Ellen Greenspan
where do you get your hoagies here? Do you get them at Wawa's? Is that what you get them? Well, I went to a place today called Wawa's. You ever been to Wawa's? Anybody been there? Some people don't. I'm sorry. I know it's a very big state divided, but we went to Wawa's. I was at Wawa's. I wanted to order a sandwich. You press a little touch-tone keypad. All right, you just touch that, and the sandwich comes. That you touch this, touch this, touch this. Go pay the cashier. There's your sandwich. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Oh, he was. There. That's if we played the audio for you right after it happened. The whole audio, that was so wildly edited, and you intentionally had to edit around to miss the point of what he was talking about. He was talking about it's amazing how the federal government can't get things, but the private sector can get it exactly the way you want it. He wasn't marveling at the technology. He was marveling at how far ahead the private sector always is compared to the federal government. That was his point. Now, this weekend, remember, dummies on the Republican side, dummies. They don't know they can't relate. You remember the John McCain ad when he said that he was in bed and his wife would send the emails for him because he didn't really pay attention to the email and the internet. Do you remember the campaign ad that Barack Obama ran?
1982. John McCain goes to Washington. Things have changed in the last 26 years, but McCain hasn't. He admits he still doesn't know how to use a computer, can't send an email, still doesn't understand the economy, and favors $200 billion in new tax cuts for corporations, but almost nothing for the middle class. After one president who was out of touch, we just can't afford more of the same.
Okay, so what happens to the president this weekend? He is meeting with some campaign volunteers. And somebody says, hey, would you call so-and-so? They hand him a cell phone. Now, surprisingly, there's pictures and there's quotes, but there's not a single video of this. Not a single video. Quotes, pictures, people there, cameras, but no video? Well, when's the last time you didn't see something happen on video in a public place? When's the last time you saw a crowd of people around somebody as famous as Barack Obama and didn't have their cell phones up recording the whole thing?
At least we haven't seen any video yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen any video.
It's not impossible it could come out.
Yeah. So anyway, he's out and he says, he looks at the phone and he can't figure out how to dial it. It's an iPhone. He can't dial it. Now,
not that hard.
You push the big green button that looks like a phone. That's how you dial an iPhone. You follow the apps. And he's like, I don't. Can you give me the exact quote, Stu? I got a BlackBerry.
Yeah. Here we go. BlackBerry. He says, finally, Mr. Obama said, "Oh, I got to dial it in. Hold on. I can do this. See, I still have a BlackBerry."
Gives up.